Good morning. It is day number 99. Woo! Last night was great. The whole campsite was awesome. I had a great day yesterday. The only downside to that campsite, well, there are two actually, I'll tell you both. Well, one, apparently, if you show up on a Saturday night, I don't know if it's every Saturday night or just happened to be the night I got there. Right next door, they were having some type of, country festival or something. They had loud country music playing. People were hooting and hollering. And, oh man, I don't even know what time it went on till, because I tried to go to bed at 8 o'clock and the music was still going on. And I put my earplugs in and I could still hear every word to every song that was playing. That's how loud the music was, even with my earplugs in. But surprisingly, I still fell asleep. I think the last time I looked at my watch was like 8:36, and it was still going. And then that's the last thing I remember. So I guess I was just that tired. That works. So that was one downside. Unless you're not a person to go to bed early, then it probably would have been fun for you. I hate camping in grassy areas, meadow type areas, and that was very wide open and grassy. This morning, my whole tent is soaked. The entire thing. It's wetter than if I had been out in the pouring rain all night. But fortunately, today is going to be another hot day, 86 and sunny. So I will have plenty of opportunity to dry out my tent. But I loved that campsite. I really did. It was so great. Today is exciting. Today I have one of the biggest climbs I've had in a long time. I am climbing approximately 3,000 feet in elevation today. Not over the whole day, but just one climb. But it is spread out over 8 miles. So it's not going to be terrible. I'm actually on the climb right now. And it goes up to Mount Greylock. I'm really excited. And today I'm only doing 16.3 miles, I think. So not too long of a day. But getting up and over Greylock. And then I've got a humongous descent back down. It pretty much has you go all the way to the top and come all the way right back down where you came from. So it's going to be a tough day, but I'm looking so forward to it because it's going to be beautiful. That is the 4th time on this trip that I got a bug caught in my eyeball. I am so sick of that. It's the grossest thing in the world. And then you just can't get them out. Oh, so nasty. So nasty. It's not even that buggy out. I mean, there's a few, but of course, the couple that are around just fly right in my eyes. So you know what? Head net on. It's okay. That was a grouse. I'm pretty positive. I don't know how well it's going to come out on audio. I really probably didn't get it on camera because it kept running away, but it sounded like a crying dog. Oh my god. I could still hear it as I was walking. Yeah, it sounds like a dog that's whining. Oh, poor thing. I scared it. Oh, but that was cute. I've never heard them make that noise before. The trail leading up to Mount Greylock is so beautiful. Lots of pines. I love pines. Getting closer. I am about 0.3 from the top of Mount Greylock. This morning has been flying by. It's only 9:12. That's crazy. Some mornings go by really fast for me, and on those mornings, usually I'll stop partway through, have my lunch, and then the rest of the afternoon will feel like it's taking an eternity for me to get to camp. It's so weird how that works. But this will be 8.3 miles that I've done today once I finally get up to the top. So I'll be halfway through my day this early. But it works out perfect because that will be an awesome spot to stop, dry out my entire tent, eat pizza. Yes, I'm going to eat pizza at like 9:30 in the morning. Pizza's good for breakfast, always. Yeah, and I'm going to just hang up there for a while before I start the big descent down. It's going to be a long one. Oh, but I can't wait to see Mount Greylock. I'm super excited for it. There she is.
Snow's the one right through the valley current, the valley the pier. Yeah, it's not easy to find on days.
It's better with making it.
Yeah. Whoops. Take your time, don't rush for us. Yeah, that's not snow right there.
That one beat coming up?
See the long peak by itself?
Uh-huh.
And then you look to the right, it looks like a long ridge.
Oh, that's it?
With a little T on the right side.
What's the one peak then?
I don't know. Probably set up in the placard down. Might have set up in the placard.
They shouldn't put yours up for long.
Modernism is what Michel Foucault called consensus reality. Down there we all
I had an amazing break. Took a nice long one, and I dried out my tent and ate the rest of that pizza. And they had trash cans, so I was able to get rid of all that garbage, so I didn't have to pack that out with me. That was totally worth everything alone. Not having to pack out that greasy pizza bag. So that was great. And then looking forward at all these giant mountains. I haven't seen mountains this big in a while, so this is so cool to know that I'm getting right there, guys. I'm getting there. This is such an amazing day. So I have less than 8 miles left to go till camp, and it's almost all downhill. So see you up trail. Something I forgot to mention was yesterday when I went to the Dollar General to resupply, I picked up a bottle of multivitamins. I have not taken any on this trip, but I feel that with my poor eating habits on this trail and, 3 months in, that part of the reason I might be so tired is because I'm lacking the proper nutrition. So I decided it was probably time for me to take a multivitamin every day, and hopefully that'll help, because I have been extra tired a lot lately, and I've got to, I am hiking every day. You're gonna be tired no matter what, but I don't know, I just feel some days I'm just a little more tired than I feel I should be. Like, not today. Today I actually feel excellent. I feel so well rested. I don't really feel tired at all. It's great, but that's not typical. So I think it might just be, needing that little boost of vitamins. So hopefully that will be a good thing for me. We'll find out in time.
Oh, they added them back, because the day the post office closed. But
I've been out of water for a mile, and that was with me conserving it too. Otherwise it would have been gone like 3 miles ago. Oh, I totally underestimated how much water I was going to need coming down from Mount Greylock. I thought a liter would be enough to get me to the next source, because it was pretty much all downhill. But it's hot, and then also that pizza. Oh my god, that pizza made me so thirsty. I should have had 2 liters on me. So I've been going without for the last mile, but I am approaching where a water source should be. Let's hope it's flowing, or we might have a problem. Oh Lord. Yeah, this whole section leading up to Greylock and coming down from Greylock is a pretty dry, long stretch. I heard the lodge has a spigot outside, though, up at the top at Greylock, where you could get water. I should have looked for it and filled up 1 more liter, but I didn't. Ooh, here's some water. Oh, it's very shallow. Let me check and see what's going on here. Okay, so that water source, I could have gotten water from there very, very slowly, but there is another water source that's supposedly a larger water source coming up in about 0.2. So I'm going to try my luck with that one, because if that one back there was flowing but just super shallow, the next one should also be flowing but at least be scoopable. Let's hope so. Yeah, this is a much nicer flow than the other one. Took me a little bit, but I was able to fill up 2 liters and drink a whole bunch more. I've had a whole change of plans. I'm always changing plans. So today I was going to do 16.3 to Sherman Brooks campsite. Tomorrow I was going to do, I think, 12.4 to Congdon shelter. And then the next day I was going to do 4.3 to get to Route 9 and get a ride into Bennington, Vermont from the motel that I'm staying at, because they offer free rides for the thru hikers. But one, being that I was only going to do like 4.3, I don't know how early they pick up hikers. So I was afraid that they would tell me, no, we're not going to pick you up super early. But it's not the whole reason I'm changing my plans. So I was looking at today, and if I do 21.5 to get to Seth Warner shelter, that leaves me tomorrow with 11.5 to get to Route 9 and get into Bennington tomorrow instead of the next day. So I called up the motel and they were able to switch my booking. So now, instead of getting there in 2 days from now, I'm getting there tomorrow. Now, the reason I was getting in 2 days from now is because the orthodontist isn't open tomorrow. But I'm only doing 14.4 miles the next day out of town. So the orthodontist opens at 8. So I said, well, that's fine if I get a late start to my day the next day. So I'll just do that in the morning and head back out on the trail. That sounds good to me. Because I hate to do, you know, so many short days in a row. Not that I want to do 21 and a half, but it just works out better, I feel. Plus tomorrow it's supposed to rain. So at least that way if I get soaked, I'm going into town and I can dry off. And then the next day is supposed to be a nice sunny day. So I think this plan sounds really good to me. The only downfall to pushing on today is I was going to be stopping partway up a climb. Now I'm going up the whole thing, and it's just shy of 1,800 feet in elevation gain. So yeah, and it's the middle of the day. It's 1:30 right now, so I'm about to be hitting this climb in a few. So I'm glad I stocked up on 2 liters of water because I'm gonna need it. Trail magic. Ooh. Can you imagine having the trail come right through your yard? That's so awesome. Ooh, I just spent a little bit of time washing my snot rag and cleaning my face off in this. Oh, it's so nice. It's really hot out today and I'm up doing this climb now. So it feels so good. And look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, this climb up this last stretch is really rough. I don't know if you can see down there, that white blaze all the way down there. Had to climb up that and still going up. Holy cow. Got a pretty little view behind me. Still climbing. I have got literal sweat just pouring down my face. I can't even wipe it because every time I wipe it, just 5 more sweat beads just start rolling down. It's pointless. Oh man, this is one heck of a climb. Wow. What is that? I did that with my 2 little legs. I'm like 1,600 miles. 1,600. Oh, this is such a cool day. 1,600 miles. And I got another surprise coming up. Just, well, for you it'll be a second, but give me a few. What does this sign say? Welcome to Vermont. Oh my God, I made it to Vermont. Holy crap. 11 states down, 3 more to go. I'm in Vermont. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, this is unreal. This is... Woo, okay. Get it together, girl. This is absolutely unreal. Yeah, the Vermont section for the first 100 miles is actually part of the long trail. And then if you aren't familiar, eventually after 100 miles, the long trail, wow, splits off from the AT and continues north of Canada for like another, I think, 170 miles or something like that. And then the AT heads over into New Hampshire and eventually Maine. So this is, oh my God. I'm in Vermont. You know, it's been so long since I've done days with bigger elevation gain. I've pretty much, I had those 2 days, I think, that I did just over 4,000 recently, but I really haven't done any days, man, really hoping I could stop putting this down, where I've done more than like 3,000, and so I gotta admit, I've been nervous about getting to Vermont and New Hampshire and all that, because I knew that those days of low elevation gain was kind of in my rear view mirror, and I was heading straight toward the big days back in, like, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, when I was doing 5,000 plus feet a day. Well, just now I said, you know what, I have no idea, since I changed my plan for today and I'm doing the 21.5 miles, I said I have no idea what the elevation gain is that I did today. So I looked it up. I did 5,700 feet of elevation gain today. Well, I will in a little bit. I'm about a mile and a half out from the shelter, and it has another 400 feet of elevation gain between here and there. So I pretty much did all of it. But 5,700 feet. And I didn't even realize it. And I did it just fine. So I guess I really didn't have much to be nervous about. I think it's just been so long that I forgot that I can do it. And so that makes me excited that I didn't realize I was going to be climbing this much today. So I did it without knowing I was doing it. And it was awesome. It was awesome. And I've been feeling really good all day today. And even with this heat, it said it was supposed to get to a high of 86, and I believe it got to every degree of that. But so pretty. But yeah, so that made me feel really good today. Now that's a big rock. That's huge. Another cool rock. Check this one out. It's doing a balancing act. That is so neat. End of the day. I'm at camp, all set up. So today ended up being 21.5 miles, and that makes tomorrow 11.5 into town. So that is going to be beautiful. I'm possibly going to wake up at 4 a.m. to pack up and get out early, because they're talking about rain starting around 5. So we'll see how it goes. 'Cause if I wake up at 4 and it's already raining, I'm not getting up early. But if it's not raining, then I'm going to pack up and be on my way, so that way I can at least avoid packing up a wet tent. All right, so I will talk to you guys in the morning.